Hello, my bookish stars. Today is Sunday, July the 15th. So, y'all, today I'm coming outside. I know y'all gonna hear a lot of noise in the background, but I'm excited to be outside. I wanted to read my book outside today. But before we do that, I had a giveaway probably about 2 weeks ago, and I want to go ahead and announce the winner. So the next clip is going to show you the winner of my book. And so the book that I am giving away is this one, When I Think of You. Y'all know that I purchased 2 of these books, and I decided to go ahead and give this one of these books away. So this is the book that I'm giving away by Maya Ariel. So yes, so the next clip will show the winner. So please contact me, and I will leave my email address, giving me your address, your mailing address, please, so I can go ahead and send you this book. And congratulations to the winner. Okay, y'all, so I have all the names that is a part of the giveaway, and so what I would do is I'm going to shuffle the names around, and we're going to get started. And the winner is okay, as I stated before, congratulations to the winner. Make sure that you contact me with your mailing address so I can mail you this book. So let's go to what I came here for, and that is the mid of the month books that I want to go ahead and share with you, what I've read and what I'm currently reading. Okay, I think it's about to rain, but I really wanted to do something different and be outside filming this mid-month vlog. Because I haven't showed y'all. I probably showed you on Instagram the books that I have already read or currently reading. So I want to go ahead and get into what I already read, y'all. I can't believe that I read 4 books already, and it's only the mid of July. And July really was a chill month for me business wise, because I haven't put anything out recently, so I had more time to read, create, and all of that. So this is a book that is 1 Week in Paradise. Anise Starr is the author of this book, and I will have a picture of it. It is part of the Flight and Feelings series, so there's other books as well that goes along with this that I want to read, but because I'm doing my summer reads, well, I really thought I was just going to read summer books, but we'll talk about that later. So it's about Bailey, who's an influencer who got a bad rap on, I don't know if it was Instagram, I'll just say social media. Something happened where people started dropping off of her social media, and she felt really bad about it. And then a company reached out to her to come to this resort and in Jamaica, and so she needed to find somebody because the guy that she was dating, that she put on social media, they no longer are together. So her brother's best friend Cash decided to go along with him. So it's like a friend's enemy. What she really thought that Cash didn't care for her or whatever, but it was a really good read for me. I did give it a 4 stars. I like the plot of it. I like how, you know, you can be, oh gosh, that's a fly, y'all. That's so funny. I'm not even gonna cut that out. I love it because of the influencing aspect of it, because you never know, honestly, like who is really hating on you or whatever. And I think that was a good twist to it a little bit. But I love the book overall. It's a good, if you're going to the beach or going to the pool, it's a really good book to read. if you're going there. The second book that I'm going to put up on the screen, 1 Week in Paradise, I actually listened to it on Audible. And I was trying to see if I actually read it through my Kindle, because I have a lot of books on my Kindle as well. But sometimes I will read it on my Kindle, and sometimes I will listen to it on Audible. But I know this book, I think, I read this on my Audible. And the flies are all out in my face, and it's about to rain. So, the other one is James Patterson, The Summer House. I really love this book because it's actually set in my hometown, Savannah, Georgia. They talk about a place that I worked for 11 years with Savannah Technical College, and then my university, Savannah State University. They talked about that. They talked about Memorial, the hospital here. It was just so much about Savannah in this book that I was really intrigued by it. But there was a twist on the end, and I really, honestly, I felt that in the beginning, like reading the book, it was really just for me because the setting was talking about Savannah, Georgia. So that's what I was really like on go with this book. Like I really just wanted to listen to it. So I did read this book on Audible. I'm really thinking that I love listening to thriller books on Audible. The reason why I listened to 1 Week Paradise is because I didn't have the physical book. I think I read the very 4 chapters I read on my Kindle, but then I wanted to listen to it because I was working. And that's the reason why sometimes when I'm working, I love listening to books. But I'm finding out that I really love listening to thriller books on my, listening to it on Audible more than actually reading it on the physical book. So, but they talked about Hilton Head. I just love it. And it's about a murder of 7 people. Eyewitnesses pointed to like Army Rangers and stuff like that. So the twist of it is really good. I love that this is my very first book from James Patterson. Honestly, I loved it because he really did a good job talking about the military life. I understood it. Even though my sister was her ex-husband was in the military, and she talked about the military a lot, and I do have some friends that are in the military, but it was just a really good read for me. And so I read that. It didn't take me that long to read, listen to this book. It was a lot of pages with it. It was more like, I think 500, maybe not that many, 500, 600 pages. I can't remember. But anyway, then I have the actual book here, The Summer Romance. Oh, I gave this a 4 stars as well. I have a quote on this book. I've learned that I like people who make me feel safe. This book, honestly, was the main character was Allie Morris, and Ethan is in this book. The main character, Summer Romance by Annabelle Mahagan. Allie is a professional organizer whose life does not go as planned. Her mom died a year later. Her husband asked for a divorce. So this is actually in the back of the book. During the story, I realized how kids are affected by our choices. This is something that I wrote. Her daughter realized that her mom never stood up for herself. Her dad always put her down. And what do you do in that instance when you find someone? Because this is, of course, a romance book where she does find a person, and his name is Ethan. And once she puts on pants and decides that she wants to go out, because she was depressed. I would say that she was depressed because her mom died, who was her backbone, who always helped her out, make decisions, and she left her job as an accountant, all of that, and she depended on her husband, who ended up leaving her after a year after her mom passed away. And it was just a really good book, how it depicts her actually talking to her mom as she go through different life things. And it was just a really good book that you should pick up and read. I did give this book a 4 stars. I loved it because it was more of giving me like ideas. I have children as well, and I'm married, just things that you normally don't even think about, or whatever, of how you can say things, or you can do things, or your spouse can say things and do things to you that you don't really kind of like say back to them sometimes. But sometimes we have to find our voice, and I think that's what she did not have in this book, was a voice for herself. So when she began to find her voice, that was inspiring for me. And I think that her children start to realize, the impact that her mother dying had on her and all of that. But it is a really good book. Okay, so the next book I listened to on Audible. It was free for me. So I started the Curvy Girl Summer, but I'll put this down because I wanted to read The Wife Before by Sharona Williams. And I hope I said her name right. But anyway, I wanted to do another thriller book right between a romance book. And so I kind of put a pause on the Curvy Girl Summer to read The Wife Before. And y'all, it was so funny because I was telling my husband about this book. It was really good. I didn't rate it yet because I really just got finished this book last night. Y'all, this was a really good book. And I never read any books by this author or anything like that, but it was good. The twist at the end, I didn't really expect it, but I thought something was with this character. So yeah, let me talk about what this book is actually about. So on my Instagram, I wrote about it, and this is what I wrote in my post. This book was amazing, and I love the twist in the book. As I stated before, I got this book on Audible for free through my Prime membership. I stopped reading my romance book to read this thriller book. I was glad I did. I gave this book a 4 stars, and I give you a synopsis of this book. It is a scandalous psychological thriller that was set in Colorado. So Samara. Now, in the Audible book, let me tell you, what was really getting on my nerves, to be honest with you, was how much they call Samara his name in this book. So Samara Wilder has never had it easy when her latest lousy job goes south, and things only promise to get harder. She meets Roland, who is a golfer, and Samira's brother was really concerned with her dating this guy, because in the newspaper and all of that, they were saying that something happened to the first wife, and they blame Roland on it. And so it's a lot of twists. Now, what I love about this book is because she started reading the journals of the wife before her. And I thought that was really good, how they went back and forth on the now and her reading and trying to figure out what happened to the wife. She was so curious about it. I love thriller books now, because I'm more like, oh, let me see what happened. I want to read it. I don't want to stop. And so this was one of those books that had a twist to it. They talk about addiction in this book. But in this book, Samira's trust in Roland began to dwindle after she started reading information about the ex-wife, and the ex-wife name was Melanie. And so Samira was determined to uncover the truth, right? But good wives, which she was a good wife, should know that the truth is not always what it seems. So that's what I loved about this book, that right now is really giving me that edge that I need to start reading thriller books. Okay, romance and thriller books are my jam, but the number one is always going to be romance. But I am really starting to really enjoy listening to thriller books. So I have another one for the summer theme. So once I finish the Curvy Girl, so the Curvy Girl book, I'm going to pick out another book, which is a thriller book that I have for a summer theme. Okay, so but anyway, so this is my 5th book. I am currently reading this book right now, which is Curvy Girl Summer. And so I'm reading this book, and I also have it on Kindle, and I'm on chapter 4. So I wanted to see, I'm 12% in. So y'all, after I finish this, I'm going to sit and just read this book because I really want to finish this book. Hopefully I can. It's 360, well, that's acknowledgement. It's 357 pages. So I'm going to dive into it today for a couple hours, and then I'm going to probably read it tomorrow night, dive into that. And now with the Curvy Girl Summer, after one night stand with her clingy ex, Aaliyah James has an epiphany. This ain't it. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry, it was a fly that just like buzzed in my ear. She knows what she wants, and she's ready to move past casual hookup flings and situationships. But her family, the clock is ticking after all. She's almost 30. And when that implies that her personality and her body might be too big to land a man, she lets them know they're going too far. And her non-existent man loves her curves. Thank you very much. Now, she has several weeks to find the perfect boyfriend to rub in their faces at the big fancy birthday celebration she is planning. Now, let me tell you, there's a local, after her first blind date goes wrong, so that's the part where I'm on now, in the book, where she's going on a blind date that her, I don't know if it was her supervisor who hooked her up on this, but I know I'm on that part now. Charming local bartender Ahmed Williamson consoled her with a drink and some playful banners. Aaliyah takes him up on his suggestion to using a dating app, but the more she sees in his warm, funny, and easygoing nature, the less she wants to check her DMs. Will her next swipe bring her closer to true love, or her real match closer than she thinks? So y'all, right now I'm on chapter 4, and so far this has really been a really good book. And the reason I paused this book for a minute, because I really wanted to read a thriller book, and then it was free on that day to get it on Audible, so I had to take advantage of it, and I was like, let me go ahead and read this a thriller book and then come back to this. So now I am back to reading Curvy Girl Summer. So y'all, I'll let y'all know at the end of the month how this goes. But y'all, I can't believe that this is my 5th book. So at night I actually read on my Kindle. So right now I'm going to read the physical copy, and then tonight in my bed I'm going to read the Kindle. But if y'all have other suggestions of books for me during the summer doesn't end to September, so I got July, August, and September to kind of like read all my summer books, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to read all summer books. I know the other one wasn't a summer book, but it was just free for me to get it on Audible. So I hope that y'all enjoy this mid-month catch up with me. I'll say that, catch up. Just letting y'all know about the books that I'm reading and currently reading or have read, and then at the end of the month I will definitely go and share with y'all how many books that I read for the month of July. But I'm proud of myself because I can't believe I'm on my 5th book. So hopefully I can get like 4 more books in. We'll see, because we'll see, I don't know, but I hope that y'all enjoyed. I will see y'all on my next video, which will be next Wednesday, after y'all see this, because today is Sunday. But I hope that y'all enjoy. Bye, y'all.